Hey, welcome to the Yes Lady with CharlaA, your encouragement solutions for outrageous business. And this is going to be so much fun today because I've got my producer, Susan Hamilton, on this side of the camera.
It's time to say yes to your future. Each week, CharlaA interviews business owners that are breaking the mold. Tune in each Thursday to discover how you can too. Here's your host, the Yes Lady herself, CharlaA.
Susan, how fun is it to have you here as my guest today? You've been over there and directing and producing and doing all your stuff to make me look kind of good. You know?
I think you look fabulous.
You think I look fabulous?
I think you look fabulous. It's been a lot of fun too, because when we started our relationship, it was all about, hey, how do I do this? I know I want to do this. Right? You want to get into television.
It was not on my radar.
But when it's time to do it, how?
Whew,
right? Isn't that the first
up.
question everybody has, is how do I do it? And so we had a lot of fun looking at all the really wonderful things that your new business card is about to be talking about. What did you call that? You are the
connector and collector of people.
Fascinating people.
The collector and connector of fascinating people.
Isn't that
I put on my
gorgeous?
business card. I just did that yesterday.
I know, because we were talking about that, because that's part of our relationship. We get to know each other better so that we can do a better job to come alongside you as your media team and allow your brand to grow, to turn it into something that people really understand in the marketplace, because after all, you have got the most amazing connections and the most amazing opportunities for the business community out there today. It's really a joy to work with you, Charla.
Oh, thank you. And as OffBeat Business Media, OBBM, the call letters for your network, our network, you've got a beautiful setup. Studio is phenomenal.
Thank you.
You've got a great team. You got Mr. Bill over there.
I do have Mr. Bill over there.
Yes, Bill Brock. And I'm telling you, I've just felt like I'm like a star, and that's never been my dream, to be a star.
No, you don't ever look at yourself like that. I do know that. And I think a lot of people that work with the local family business really do struggle with that. They don't see themselves as a celebrity, and we sometimes get it in our head that there's something not humble about that. And I just really need the community to understand that's not true. If we are doing what we're doing and if we're doing it just like everyone else, how does our market find us? The ideal customer and client isn't the one that's calling all the time, keeping you busy doing silly, mindless things that will never make you money. Just because the demand is there doesn't mean that is the need that you're out there to meet. Most everyone has several different levels of service that they offer the community. And what is the scream out there? How do I sell my premium products and services to a market that wants them? Where are my warm and fuzzies? Where are all of them, right? Media allows you to do that. It allows you to be able to begin speaking into a warm market and helping people become familiar with you so that they can recognize just oh my goodness, that is the best idea I have heard yet. And you will find that you've got an opportunity to communicate with that guy through media.
And like I said, you've allowed me this growth period, this period to come in. When intriguing opportunities present themselves and you say yes, things show up. That's my saying, and I've said it for so long. And one day I got called to a Ziegler meeting, and then that afternoon I had my own TV show. Really?
It could go that quick.
The radar. But I had a radio show a couple of years ago for 2 or 3 years, and
you're not new to media. But
I'm
it
not
had just
completely
been a
new.
little bit. There'd been a time lapse from where your brand was to where you needed it to be, so that you could start seeing the success of that and what that means to be a public figure that people can then see, so that their needs can be met.
Well, you've done a great job, and I feel like every time I show up to record that I feel like there's another level of learning and growth, and you offer so many features, I guess, opportunities for the community to come in and grow, right? So they can come in and learn, then take your classes, and you have an association. So your passion that I want everyone to know is about the small businesses and the medium-sized businesses and the things that they're going through on a daily basis just to make payroll. And some of those things you speak so eloquently about, what we're raising our children, we're raising our parents.
Well, we're doing all those things, aren't we? And if you start to reframe what it means to be a local family business in the community today, for years, Charla, what I heard people say, people with your skills and your coaching skills, the things that you bring people one-on-one, where they can see their gold, right? Isn't that what we really enjoy, is helping someone else see their gold. We see,
exactly.
That's it, right? Well, a lot of times in this community, business coaches would say, I can't focus on the local family business because I can't make any money there. And they were saying things like, you know what, if they buy tickets to my events, they don't show up. If they buy my coaching program, they don't take the program. They could be selling programs all year long and never make a difference, because the intention might have been there, but that wasn't quite enough, was it? They had to, the business owner then has to follow through. And I started to realize that it wasn't because of some deep desire to never do anything to grow their business. We're busy. It's really as simple as that. It's really as simple as that. So then why are they busy? How are they busy? Well, they're a family business. That means they're building their business while they're raising their kids. They're taking care of their parents. Probably have a family, that member or someone in their workspace who is a veteran or active duty or maybe, ex-military. And more, 30 to 50% of our population has an addiction issue. It's huge. Those things get in the way of profitability. But the very same things that are related to all those issues, the legislation behind every single one of those issues, is exactly why the profitability isn't there, why they don't have the time for coaching, why they don't have the money to take those classes and to get that next. And even consider having the drive. How do you have the drive if you just can't pull yourself out of that stuff?
In the rat race, it's
Yes.
the wheel.
It's a hamster wheel.
And you can't take a moment to look up and go, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I've got to make payroll instead.
Right.
I got to.
It becomes the most important thing, doesn't it?
Yes. And you become a slave to your business,
Right.
and they
So
end up
frequently.
without an exit plan.
Right.
If you don't have an exit plan, an exit strategy, and so many of us think that our children want to take over our
Oh,
businesses.
surprise! You need to build for that and hope that's the case. And I do hope most of you are planning on employing, but a lot of people think that's just not going to happen because that drive and desire isn't there. You're right. All of those things mesh together, and they put a lot of question marks. And a lot of question marks in our own brand, right? Because now every plumbing company thinks they're a plumbing company. Every exterminating company thinks they're an exterminating company, right? Every business coach, I'm just a business coach. Wait, no, I'm an empowerment business coach. Wait, no, we hear all these phrases that just become a lot of
Noise.
stuff, isn't it? Isn't it? So how do we make that clear for the listener?
How do we differentiate each business, and they become an expert in their community, right? That's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah. And that does happen. That does happen when they can see you play a different game.
When you step into having a podcast or having a TV show or what you're offering here, and then the training that you offer on the side in the association.
Mm-hmm. The Alliance, actually.
Alliance. It's an alliance.
Uh-huh. We
Okay.
call the OffBeat Business Alliance. It's just such an important feature and a benefit to our community, because it allows us to find other people that are willing to play a different game. Listen, you know that the story is social media is just gathering your data so that they can sell it to large corporate interests. And so many people do not play in social media anymore with their business. How many people, just this week, I don't use social media, and they're large, and when you come to understand that people that are making money, they're not in social media. They're not using it for money, right? So why are you trying to market your business there? Now, it's important to be there.
It's part of, yes, it has to be part of it.
It's important to be there.
Yes.
It's important to have a presence there, but it's a listening tool, isn't it? It's something that we can help understand how to serve the market better, and then using the app, we have an entirely different way of approaching the audience and getting those right messages in front of an audience that desperately needs that quick information.
And
right?
how do the listeners engage in the OffBeat Business Alliance?
So that's a very simple approach. You can go to offbeatbusiness.com to go ahead and get it, do the join OBA, and look at what that membership has to offer. Studio audience, we get to get more closer to this. But also through the OffBeat Business app, where so much of those features in our full service membership directory really become lead generators and ways to communicate with the community, specifically with all the cool stuff you are.
So OffBeat Business Alliance, we're going to go to get the app, and we're going to take a quick break right now. This is Charla Anderson with the Yes Lady. We'll be back with Susan Hamilton.
The American business economy is positioned as it has never been before. Professional videography is a core element for attracting a higher level of engagement with the people group you need for significant impact. Now is your time to shine. My name is Bill Brock, owner of White Rock Films, and I invite you to a powerful opportunity in the marketplace, an opportunity to draw excited people to your events, an opportunity to showcase your ideas on infrastructure, an opportunity to become known as the industry authority and enjoy the associated benefits of a strong, influential brand. Video highlights, video teaches. Video puts a resistant market at ease, and video stirs the hearts and imaginations of your allies and strategic client base. White Rock Films offers full audio, video production for businesses ready to embrace the future, handling your project with professionalism, experience, and polish unheard of in the industry. My name is Bill Brock, and White Rock Films wants your business. See us online at whiterockfilms.com.
Experience the Zeal difference.
It's my favorite beverage.
I never thought nutrition could taste so good.
I know it's why I feel the best I've ever felt.
Wouldn't start my day without this beverage.
Every once in a while, a product comes along that's so innovative, it has the ability to shake up how we feel about nutrition. You're about to be introduced to a one-of-a-kind nutritional powerhouse. It's scientifically formulated and backed by a landmark clinical trial. This wellness product has created a movement that has already generated over $300 million in sales. It continues to change lives, create a thirst in people to be healthier, and is inspiring generations in ways other beverages simply do not. It's called Zeal, and thousands of people worldwide, just like you, appreciate that it takes the guesswork out of nutrition and why it's loved by so many. If you don't experience the Zeal difference in 30 days, we'll refund your money. Join us in this movement and experience the Zeal difference.
We're back. This is Charla Anderson, the Yes Lady, with Susan Hamilton with OffBeat Business Media, my production company and my people.
We are your people.
We are. We're peeps. We really became really good friends, and
Yes.
Since that day in February that I showed up and said yes. Amazing stuff. So we were talking about the app. We're talking about OffBeat Business Alliance, and everybody in a business could benefit from being a part of that because you're providing resources, right? Resources and solutions.
Well, one of the coolest solutions is that you can use the membership profile. Yeah, well, you can use the membership profile for networking, for sharing those great people, or sharing profiles with other people that are in there. You can get recommendations, right? It's a full service membership app, so all the social media connections that you certainly should be on. Those are some really great link advantages and some visibility there that you if people are looking for you and they don't see you, that's a problem, right? So you do need to be there.
Your name has to be out there.
You do need to be there, and it needs to be set up where people can see a consistency across all of those brands, and that's important. But more than anything, just building that community, because of all these things we see in this local family community. They don't see themselves in talk, do they? And yet here we are showing them how to do it, showing them how to have a conversation so that the audience understands their value and they can then see what it is about that company that makes the difference. Such a huge thing, because once we do, Charla, we got some big goals here. Once we really saturate this DFW market with what we're doing with OBBM, we've got an opportunity to lift an entire group up to make a difference in the legislation that is not in their favor, right? We get to be a powerful voice that's all about the local family business. And I think that's been ignored for far too long, and I think most people agree with that.
That's amazing too, and I'm excited. So I want to go back to the branding piece that we were talking about. You know, I'm shifting my branding. I spent a lot of time and energy in the past on a couple of different, brands, and when you switch, it gets a little overwhelming in a way, tedious. So having a team really helps. And you just jotted down, when we were talking, you just jotted down words that I was saying. You just started, and then you created the banner that I have, and the kind of in the grayscale that I really like.
It's classy, isn't it?
It's classy.
It's classy. That's what, when I see you, that's what I saw. And a lot of people don't realize what they look like. That's one of the reasons networking is so cool, and developing relationships in the business community is so cool and so important. People don't know what they look like to the community. There's a lot of self-consciousness, right? Oh, what do I look like? That's really the wrong question. It's how am I serving? And when you look at everything in that vein, somebody on the other side sees that. And that's what OffBeat Business Media has that opportunity to do with you. Take a look at all those things that give you question marks and help you just get clear on that. And we're not even done polishing up your brand. No. This is a journey. This is a journey in media to help you see what it looks like to elevate your brand. And look what you're doing, Charla. You got people flying in from all over the country.
That was fun.
Oh my goodness. And not just on one occasion, on several occasions. I mean, you're just nailing it with the level of guests that you bring into our community. You were talking about our studios. We're over here at 14203 Proton Drive at Camera Ready Studios. So we get to use this wonderful location that's very convenient for our business growth. As we're moving through, we needed to have the accessibility of this location. Well, it's turned out to be great for you because it's right next to the airport, and people are flying in to see you. And they're just, having these great conversations, sharing their wisdom, and we all get to benefit. And we've had studio audiences in here getting to listen to this and absorb it and build the OffBeat Business Alliance, because they start seeing, ooh, that matters. It's the whole iron sharpens iron thing.
Yes, and this is an environment that truly offers everything from the ground up. I feel like, for the branding. So let me just ask you, who is your target?
Excellent question. Excellent question. The local family business. There are a couple things, though.
Small and medium, small to medium.
And I would say micro to small.
Micro to small.
Micro to small,
okay.
Because we've got a lot of mom and pop shops out there that are not going to fit what's considered a medium-sized business, right? But a lot of family business don't even consider themselves a small business. A lot of them say things like, I'm just a family business. I'm not even a small business. Whoa, wait a cotton picking minute. You are 80% of what make up the micro to small business space in America. And a lot of people do not realize that as of just last month, the Cox School of Business is reiterating something I've heard years ago. I'm surprised it's still true. But the #1 export from the United States of America is digital products. We're not selling milk, we're not selling meat, we're not selling pharma. What are we selling? What are other countries actually accepting from us? Digital products. They're accepting our advice and our information. And right now, what they think about the United States of America is all they see on traditional media. So if we don't show them something better, the entire world, we are all on stage, friends, whether you like it or not. You might as well leverage the very, very best parts. Local family business, the trades, that's really great. But coaching like the stuff that you offer, so many coaches need to be able to impact this community, and we have to make it tight enough, small enough, short enough that they really can, that information, that somebody can come away from everything on the OBBM network and do one thing better today in their business.
Specific and intentional.
Yes.
So I am creating a new program, and it's yet to be seen exactly how it be named, but I believe that it's will do exactly that.
Excellent.
It will target and encourage and provide split-second transformations, things that you can do and change your words, those kind of things, and that's my heart. That is who I am, and it's and I love people. I love you. I want you to win. I want you to get over the fear that we're walking in, and maybe turn off some of the other media, because I'm telling you that it is fear-based.
Well, you said something earlier. You used the word intentional.
Intentional is huge. Intentional, yes. Intentional, no.
Right. Intentional. What are you listening to? What are you listening to?
And like Tom Ziegler said, his favorite quote of his own is, you can really change with one step success by changing your habits. So you can start with one at a time. And that's who I'm looking to be. That's what I want to be. I want to love.
When you grow up, that's what you're going to be.
And one of the things I wanted to bring up, because our branding is so fun, but it's a challenging thing to do it. But I want mine to be like classy, but I want it to be fun. I love a touch of whimsy wherever I go.
Right.
So just have something silly or fun or exciting to add into that branding, so that because I believe fun is something we're missing in our society. We're entertained,
yes,
but we're not having fun.
But when they watch your program, people watch your program and smile, and you hear that all the time. When people are watching the CharlaA show, it makes them smile. And I think that's a wonderful takeaway. You said something earlier about that split-second transformation and how you played with that with your own brand, right? And we brought that on for a while. We put it on the shelf while we master that, and then we're going to come back to that, because it's what you really want, it's what you really desire. But you're getting it, any idea that we want to do for our own brand, getting it from our head and our heart out to the marketplace is a challenge. And it's a wonderful thing to have a team to help you do that, because you know when to give it gas and when to put on the brakes and how to manage that. So
we don't have much time left. This is as we know, it goes so fast.
It really does.
These little segments go really fast. And in the end here, Susan, and I'm so grateful that you allowed me to have you as my guest.
I appreciate it.
And this was so much fun. And what is the one thing you want our audience, your audience, to be left with? What's the call to action right now that's going to make a difference in your life?
Start looking at what it looks like when your little light is shining on a lampstand. What does it look like when your very best features are the things that that community can actually see? I want you to start exploring that. And if you've got any questions, the takeaway is you need to give me a call. I'd love to work with you and let you see what it looks like to look at your brand from someone who knows exactly what it looks like to elevate that and help you impact the community the way you want to. That's just it. Don't be afraid to think big. Whatever you've got in your head you want to accomplish, you can, but you better think big.
And we have a great community. I know that you have dreams in the back of your mind for this OBBM to be the call letters.
Oh, we're walking them out every day, yeah.
Nationwide.
Nationwide.
We're going big. We're going big here, and this has been a great pleasure to have you behind the camera with me this time, or in front of the camera, I guess is the word here.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for joining me. And I'm looking so much forward to where this leads. Man, we're on our way.
Yes, we are.
Thank you. The Yes Lady with CharlaA. We'll see you next time. Blessings. Hi, I'm the Yes Lady with CharlaA, powered by Zeal Wellness. Zeal is my nutrition beverage of choice. It is 14,000 milligrams of superfood nutrition in a powdered formula that you can just shake it and take it out the door, grab and go, have energy, vitality, reduce your stress. some incredible health benefits. It's incredibly cost effective, and it is going to change your life. I'd love for you to join me. Go to charla.zealforlife.com, charla.zealforlife.com. Join me in being healthy, focused, full of energy, tastes great. Zeal for Life.
That's all for the Yes Lady with CharlaA today. The Yes Lady with CharlaA is produced by the OBBM Network and available on demand at offbeatbusinessmedia.com. The Yes Lady also airs each Thursday at 12 and 8 p.m. on OBBM Radio, available on iTunes and offbeatbusinessmedia.com. Download the Offbeat Business app to get the Yes Lady TV and podcast on demand. To be a guest on the Yes Lady, call 817-808-7703.